Yeah, Ellen. And then Tom, and then we'll go here.
Mr. President, you've used words like deadly, tragic, and disastrous to describe this oil spill. During the campaign, you said you were an environmentalist. Have you had any opportunity to rethink your commitment to drilling in the Arctic Wildlife Refuge as a result of this disaster?
Yeah, I've had the opportunity.
And what have you decided, sir?
No, I don't think that you compromise the genuine national security interests of this country. And I don't think that you can predicate a sound national energy policy on an aberration that seemed to have taken place in Prince William Sound. And if for those that do, I say, please let me follow logically. Are you suggesting, because of the alleged human error of a pilot of a ship in Prince William Sound, that we shut down all the offshore production in the Gulf of Mexico? Is that the suggestion? If so, I oppose it. And I think we've got to do what I said in this statement. Do everything humanly possible, here and elsewhere, on land and on sea, to see that we have the soundest environmental practice and reserve in terms of putting out fires or stemming the flow of oil that leaks out, gets away. But I am not going to suggest that because of this, we should rethink a policy of trying to get this country less dependent on foreign oil. Yeah.
Mr. President, you said earlier that you don't want to defend the status quo in Alaska. You sounded sometimes like you're defending Exxon. Are you satisfied with their performance since the spill?
No.
What have they done wrong? What could they have done better?
Let these experts tell you.
I'm
Not satisfied with anything about it when we have a risk to the environment like this, because Ellen was telling you correctly. I feel very, very strongly about the damage to our environment there, to the fisheries, to the lives of people involved there, and to all of that. So I'm not totally satisfied. Yeah, I'm going to take two more. We're taking too much time away from the people that are really most thoroughly involved with this. Besides that, we're getting off Marlon's schedule. Thank you for your understanding.
Let me make one more subject change, if I may, sir. You've said a couple of times your minimum wage offer is your last and best. Does that mean you feel that the package being debated on the Hill now, the Democrats' package, is worse than no bill at all, sir?
Well, there's several packages being debated, but I've told you, in terms of the increase and the length of time for the training wage, we did something unusual. We fired our best shot and last shot and only shot first. And I'd like to take this opportunity to say what I heard several of our leaders saying yesterday after the meeting. I have no intention of budging 1 inch on this, and I got too much at stake to change right now, and I'm not going to. And so that's what we've done, and I know it's an unusual procedure. The Secretary of Labor made her position very, very clear in this, and there we are. Yeah.
I was going to ask one last question on this bill. You said that the cleanup would be protracted. How long do you think it's going to take? A number of years, and is there any real expectation this will ever be cleaned up?
Well, I think we've got to hope that it is. I think Santa Barbara, I would say, has been pretty well cleaned up. I'd say that the spill of the Amoco Cadiz, which was 6 times as big as this, has been cleaned up. And so we've got to aspire to standards that make me be able to tell the people of Alaska and people that are concerned all over this country, yes, we can shoot for that standard, and we have history to point to. But I think what we do now will determine how fast we can say that it has been done. And that's why we want to move as quickly as we got it. All right, last one in the middle. Owen. Sorry, Tom.
Can you tell me if you believe the political agreement reached in Poland this week could be a model for political reforms throughout Eastern Europe? And can we anticipate another visit to either Poland or Eastern Europe by you this summer or this spring?
No two Eastern European countries are the same. The striving for change in some, if not all of these countries is the same. But I would say that the roundtable development there in Poland is very positive, and I would certainly commend the parties getting together there. I go back to when we were there, not very many months ago, and many of you were with me on that trip. I think the situation has moved so fast since that trip that I took a year or two ago that it's mind-boggling. And to think that you'd see Jaruzelski shaking hands with Lech Wałęsa, we couldn't have predicted that a couple of years ago. Why? Because I was lectured very firmly about the Solidarność being, quote, outlawed, unquote. So things are moving. And I think it's a sign of the change that democracy and democratization, if you will, and elections and parliaments and congresses and is on the move. And this is and recognition of a trade union's rights to bargain. This is all very encouraging. But what it means to the other Eastern European countries, and I simply can't tell you. In terms of my own plans, we have not formulated any plans yet. I'd love to go back to Poland sometime. I'd love to go back there, but there's no such plan. I really do have to run, and I'll just turn this over now to Sam Skinner, and I know and the congressmen and senators.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Not at all. Well, good luck, and I
Thank
hope
you
we
very
can.
much, Mr. President.
We want to
You've been
help,
great.
and we care about what's happening up there in
Real
Alaska.
short, John.
All right.
I'm gonna be real short.
Deflect a few shots.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.